Money Roots is made possible by the support of our sponsor, Rooted Planning Group. Are you ready to take control of your financial future? Look no further than Rooted Planning Group, your trusted partner in financial well-being. At www.rootedpg.com, you'll discover a wealth of resources and expertise to help you thrive financially. Rooted Planning Group specializes in personalized financial planning, investment management, and retirement strategies. They understand that every financial journey is unique, and they're here to guide you every step of the way. With a team of experienced advisors, Rooted Planning Group is committed to helping you cultivate a secure and prosperous future. Visit www.rootedpg.com today to learn more about how Rooted Planning Group can help you grow your money roots. Welcome to Money Roots, the podcast where personal finance gets personal. Each week, Amy and her guests dig deep into the world of finance, making it more approachable and understandable for everyone, no matter where you are on your financial journey. From savings and investments to budgeting and planning, we'll bring you practical advice, inspiring stories, and expert insights. We believe that everyone has the potential to grow a healthy financial future, and we're here to help you nurture it. So whether you're a financial guru or just starting to plant the seeds of your financial knowledge, this is the place for you. Get ready to uncover the tools and strategies that can help you thrive financially. So without further ado, let's dive into today's episode of Money Roots.
Hi, Money Roots listeners. This is Liz Zemak back again this week, continuing our theme this month around being a homeowner and some home management tips, some things to think about as this month, just surrounding your house. So whether you rent or own a home, these are some of the different things you'll find this month that you can incorporate into your daily life. So this week, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is creating a home management binder. If this isn't something that you're familiar with, the binder is a place where you are going to keep your records, all of the things you need to do to maintain your home. It really can be used however you see fit. You can use it really sort of as a record keeper and just a place to keep all the documents and things that you need or utilize for your home. Or you can use it even as a home management planner that helps you remember all of your tasks, either on a daily basis all the way up to yearly tasks. So there's a few different ways to use a home management binder. And you can even create an electronic version if you don't want to keep a paper version. I do recommend, however, which way you end up creating it, that you do keep it in a secure location. There, depending on how you use it, could be some information in there that is sensitive information. So just keep that in mind as you work to create this. I think this would be a great project to kind of work on and start to pull together this summer. Possibly you could even put this on your to-do list for the winter months, maybe when you're inside. I think it's a great thing to contribute to a little bit each month and kind of go from there. Either way, however you decide to tackle this, I think it's a great thing to have. And if you ever do decide to sell your house, it's a wonderful thing to pass along to the next homeowner. So I think it's worth investing some time, some energy into creating this. So today I'm just going to talk to you about what this is, how to create it, some category ideas that you could have to include with your binder. I am going to refer to it as a binder. That's how my personal home management system works, because I've got some manuals and things in there that are hard paper, physical copies that I just like to have it that way, but definitely do whatever is your preference. So when you go to create your binder, it's completely customizable to what you want it to be. So some ideas of categories that I have created in my own personal binder and have found to be extremely helpful. And then have also kind of found other people use as well. So one of the categories that I use is just kind of information, and it's mainly contact information, but I keep things such as my pediatrician's phone number right in there, my doctor's information. But in relation to the house, I also keep any vendor information that we have or contacts that we use for some work around the house. I know a lot of people will hire someone if they need repairs and maintenance done. So definitely keeping that information there, and maybe even some references that you have to people that have been recommended to you for certain projects. It's just a great place to keep that information, especially if you're thinking about doing some renovations or maybe a project around the house and you're getting quotes. This is a great place to keep all of the information for the places that you're going to call, pricing information, things like that. Another thing that I love to keep in there are important birth dates, so that I remember all of the different dates that I need, and other important dates, right? It's not just birth dates, but there are some other dates that are in there that I think are quite important to have, and I just like to have it in one place. It helps free up some brain space for me. If I know I've got it written down someplace and I can just go look it up, it makes my life a lot easier. So that is one category. I kind of label that as general information, or contact information is how it's labeled in my binder. And then the second thing that my next kind of tab over that I'd like to have are all of my reminders. And this is something that my husband and I collaborate on, and that is creating monthly, annual, and semi-annual tasks that need to be done around the house to keep it running and well maintained. So there are things like changing an air filter or making sure that our smoke detectors are working, that our carbon monoxide detector is also working. Different maintenance items that need to happen, washing my washing machine, for example. Things like that I do, not as often as I do, like vacuuming the house all the time. With 2 dogs, I absolutely have to. But there are things that I like to keep in there just as reminders, and I can check off that we've done it, and things that need to be maintained. I'm sure that my husband could tell you a lot of the things in the utility room that need to be maintained, but he writes those down in the binder for me. So God forbid anything ever happened to him, I would know how to proceed, or if we ever decided to sell our home, we've kept track of the things that we've done to maintain the home and help the next homeowner know what to do when they're coming in. What are the types of specific things that we buy to maintain? What's the brand water softener that we use, or the hydrogen peroxide that we use for our reverse osmosis system. So there's a bunch of different things in there that you can definitely help pass on to the next homeowner, but it's also good planning for your partner as well. So especially if you're tackling the home as a team, maybe your strong suit isn't the utility room, and your partner's is something else. So it helps you be able to keep that information in one place so that, if someone was sick or something happened and they couldn't take care of that, at least the other person would know how to do that, how often you do it, and just help keep the house running, and well maintained. So the next part that I have in my binder are manuals for all of the appliances that we have in our home and various items within our home, so that if I ever need to go back and look at any of those, I can. So pretty much anything that we buy that has a manual, we put it right in the binder, so that we've got a place for that. Now, as I am talking about the manuals, one thing that I'm remembering is just to tell you that this obviously is not going to be a small thing. Ours has grown pretty large, especially with the manuals. Some of the manuals we don't keep. We know that they're online and we can look up. It's not a big deal, but there are some that we feel it's important to keep. The other next part that we keep are planning. So this is where we keep our running list for to-do items around the house that maybe aren't done on a regular basis, but it's just like, hey, remember that we need to fix that dent in the hallway, or hey, we're going to work on this project. We're going to write it down and make sure that we've got it written down. It feels really great when you get to cross those things off. So that's something that we've got in our binder. And then also we put in there our list of projects we want to take care of. The big one for us that we're tackling this summer is some landscaping in our backyard and kind of creating a really nice patio area back there. So that is a project that we've written down and kind of planned the different stages. We know about how much money we're going to spend on that. And then, of course, we've got several other projects listed. When you're a homeowner, basically, it's internal projects. I feel like you've always got something that you're working toward. But it really allows us to write them down, get them out of our head, and prioritize them and help plan together. So that's something that we really like. Having that on paper, and again, crossing them off is always an amazing feeling. And then the next portion of our binder we have is financial. So we keep everything in there related to maintenance costs, utility costs, taxes, different things around the house that we maintain, that we write down, okay, this is how much this cost, or we keep sometimes receipts for. But I find that's a really good way to have a landing place for some of the papers that just can pile up in relation to your home. And that's another thing that's really awesome to be able to pass on if you do ever sell your home. Within the binder, all of that data that, if someone wants to understand how much it costs to actually run the home that they're thinking about purchasing, you've got all of that data there. So I think that financial section is really important, and it helps you organize all of those papers and all of that data right in one place. So the way I think about the binder is it's a really great place to just put all of the things that relate to your home. And you may find that there's other categories that you would love to create and to have. One item that's on my list of things that I want to add is sort of a brainstorm category. So I don't know about you, but I always have these ideas for the spaces within my home, within my yard, things I want to do. And so I really want to create a brainstorm section for mine. And I figured I would share that as something that maybe you can add to your binder. Or while you're creating it, create that space to go through and brainstorm about your house and different ideas you have to be able to get that down on paper. So one of the ways I intend to use it is to go through each home in our house and think about, what do I think the space needs? What are some issues that I see? How do I want to use that space? and then think through what are the solutions for that. So how could we potentially change it? And I want to have my husband also do that separately, or your partner, go through whomever you're living with, right? Even your kids, maybe that would be a great thing to involve them in. Hey, this is a space that we all use. What are some issues that we're seeing with it? Is there anything that needs to change? And then really map out how you're going to do that together. I think it would be great as well if you're in a multi-generational living space as well, to just come together and everybody have input for how you guys want to use that space. So that's one of my goals. And it really, I think I will implement it during the winter. I've got a lot of things on my to-do list for the summer, but I think that would be a really wonderful addition to a home maintenance binder. So once you've got everything created and you've got everything in there that you want, and I encourage everyone to do a Google search on this. You will find a ton of templates. You will find binders that people have already created that you can just purchase. There's a ton of information out there. If you just type in your whatever search engine you use, I use Google, but anything is fine. To kind of, like I said, it's very custom to what you are drawn to and what you need. You may find things out there that I have not mentioned that you would like to add into your own personal home maintenance binder. I think this is just a really great exercise for everyone. So last bit of advice with this is that you're going to need to maintain your binder. So some things, data gets stale over time. So you may need to pull things out. You may replace your dishwasher or your dryer or something like that you need to pull out the old manual, put the new manual in, change the maintenance schedule on that item. But it's important to it's a living, breathing thing, and make sure that you're always updating it. And again, I just want to stress the importance, if you're keeping any information in there that is sensitive information, just make sure you keep it in a secure place. I personally like to keep mine in a place that is secure, mainly because some of the information that I have in there is not easily replaceable. So I do keep mine in a secure location. So I hope you guys all found this really helpful and that you can start building this and take it one little bit at a time, right? Maybe buy the binder and start with one category and then sort of start to build this out over the next year. But I think it will really help, keep things in one place. And then what a wonderful gift if you ever decide to sell your house to pass it on to the next homeowner. Thank you guys so much for listening this week. And we invite you to check out our website at rootedpg.com for more helpful tips and financial pointers.
You've been listening to Money Roots, your go-to podcast for making personal finance accessible and approachable. Thanks for joining us today. Amy and her guests have enjoyed guiding you through the roots of your financial journey. Remember, whether you're planting new seeds of financial knowledge or nurturing the growth of your existing financial plans, Money Roots is here to support you every step of the way. Be sure to follow them on Facebook, X, LinkedIn, and Instagram for more resources. And, of course, subscribe to Money Roots wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. A big thank you to the sponsor, Rooted Planning Group, for making this show possible. At Rooted Planning Group, they're committed to helping you cultivate a thriving financial future. Until next time, keep growing your money roots.